Besides just a few things holding this game back from being in the top strata of deck builders with a board, the new edition of Tyrants of the Underdark is great bang for your buck. What's happening, party people? Welcome to Punchboard Party. My name is Daniel, and the new edition of Tyrants of the Underdark is available and waiting for you to check it out.
Check it out.
Check it out!
Right off the bat, you're going to notice that this game comes with cardboard tokens and not plastic banners or miniatures like the original game. This is a little disappointing, but the functionality of these pieces are still high. It is not a deal breaker.
Deal or no deal?
This game came out in 2016, so the deck building is pretty standard fare. Starting deck of 10 cards, you draw 5 cards, play out your hand. You're going to have 2 kinds of currency, power, and influence. Your starting deck is 7 influence and 3 power. Innovations come in 2 primary forms. You're going to have your territory control board, and you're also going to have the inner circle mechanic.
The inner circle!
By playing cards or spending power icons, you are going to be able to move troop tokens all over the board. You're going to be deploying troops, you're going to be assassinating troops, you're going to be physically moving troops to other locations, getting them out of your way. And this is all to gain majorities in territories and ultimately victory points. You're looking for control and total control over these areas. Even though the deck building is pretty standard fare, it's really cool to see how your deck plays out as these troops move all over the board and almost like train routes expand into other players' business. You definitely start getting a Ticket to Ride feel up in there when you're playing this game. The mechanic that was surprising to me was the inner circle.
The inner circle!
There are cards that when you play them will allow you to promote other cards from your deck into your inner circle. This means that they come out of your deck, they come out of your hand, and they just go off to the side of your player board, where you are not going to be able to use them ever again during this game, and they are actually going to score you mostly double the points they would at the end of the game if they had stayed in your deck or hand. This was a really fun mechanism to play around with, and good tension in those decisions. Tyrants of the Underdark is a hit for me. Right now, at time of recording, this game is sitting at 185 on Board Game Geek. So this is no surprise that landed so well for me. But here are the things that keep it kind of out of the limelight of games like Clank and Dune Imperium. It's a Dungeons & Dragons game, and the theme is pretty creepy and dark. You got vengeful drow elves that are doing terrible things to one another and using awful creatures to do it. So creepy images on the card really doesn't make it accessible for all players. There's going to be people that would really enjoy this game that will pass it up from theme alone. This game is smooth and really fun to play, but it's just a step behind those games I mentioned before. It's really good if you've already played Clank and Dune and you're just looking for something else in that family. Tyrants of the Underdark really holds up and really stands in there with those games, but definitely a bronze medalist as opposed to silver or gold.
I won this bronze damn Olympic medal in Beijing, China.
The only major struggle I had with the game was it's kind of slow to start. Players are going to kind of stick to their own areas of the board in the first kind of half of the game, kind of locking down territory, setting things up for themselves until they really have to engage in conflict and combat with the other players around the board. And that's when things really cut loose.
Now I gotta cut loose, cut loose.
But hey, the game plays smooth and lean. It is a ton of fun. There's lots of take that shenanigans. The player interactions around the board can't help but make you shake fists at one another, and the theme just oozes. So if you love that R.A. Salvatore, Dungeons & Dragons, Legends of Dritz world and universe, which I'm just starting getting into, and it's really sweet, then you are going to really enjoy this game. Well, there you have it, party people. Gale Force Nine's Tyrants of the Underdark. Let me know in the comments down below what you're thinking about this game. Are you eager to pick it up? Have you played it before? Do you like the old edition better than the new edition? Tell me all you want to tell me down below. And if you are enjoying this content, please subscribe to the channel. And until next time, party people, have the best day.